Welcome to Nerds Geeks in the Kitchen Sink. It's the podcast that's like hanging out at the video store.
One that's been closed for the holidays and
Well,
it's reopened.
for a bit of a break, a
Yeah,
much needed time away.
yeah.
How you doing? What's going on?
Hanging in there, hanging in
Yeah,
there. So, got all sorts of things going on. Getting ready for the beginning of the last cheer season, which
the
is
last cheer
unbelievable.
season.
I know. So,
Well,
it's kind of
good luck there.
10 years. Yeah, they've already got their bid to Florida. So, that's going to be because we've already had two competitions since the last time we talked.
Yeah, and are they murdering like usual?
Doing really well, really well.
Awesome.
They went up a level and they've got some new members, so it's a little bit of a learning curve, but
Oh, I see. All right. Well,
they did well enough to take and make it to the year-end finals already.
sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds like they're gonna get there.
So yet another vacation to sit and watch cheer instead of actually enjoying the
Just instead
vacation.
of sit and watch beer.
Right, I know the beach and beer, so it's soda and cheer.
Well, it's been a crazy couple of weeks for me. Some
It
changes at
is.
work and just all kinds of things we redid since we've podcasted. I think we redid my bathroom.
Yeah, I remember you
Just
saying that.
thing after thing. We went on like a couple of vacations, like little trips.
It's
Like we
awesome.
had some tickets to shows like out of town and stuff, and we made that one of those into a trip. We
Right.
saw Catatonia and Joliet,
Yep.
which was really nice.
Saw pictures of that.
Yeah. When we were leaving the day of, I start the car and I see you need an oil change. And I was like, why couldn't you have told me this any sooner?
and like yeah, like
A
yesterday.
day, a day
Yeah.
sooner.
That's all what it took was one day.
So I had a panic attack, and then I was like, oh, you know what? We'll just get to Joliet. It's not like we're going that far.
Yeah.
And then the Saturday of the show's not till nighttime.
Right.
We'll just make an appointment and get it done. So I did it locally there.
There you go. There's snappy
Total,
lubes or
total dad
jiffy
move.
lubes or whatever all over the place. Yeah.
We're gonna go out of town to get an oil change.
I had the exciting of having to buy a whole new set of tires. So yeah, I know the dad moves for that.
Well, also a whole new car at some point, right?
At some point, yeah,
Ugh.
that was yeah. So my car was totaled. The guy hit me hard enough that one, it wrecked the whole entire side of my Jeep. And he hit me hard enough that my passenger side mirror was inside my car. Went through the window and inside my car. And believe it or not, we were in a parking lot.
Yeah. You were parked, right?
No,
Oh, you were
I
moving.
was
Oh,
I was moving and he was coming out of the parking spot.
okay.
So yeah.
Good.
But not looking and going fast enough
To do that.
to do that, to
Yeah.
total the Jeep.
Sucks. And you just caught that like last year, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't mean to laugh, but
No, I
it's
mean, believe me, I laughed. Otherwise, I would have probably been in jail.
I
So,
understand.
well, and what kills me is, and this is a thing, people use hands free or get off the goddamn phone.
For sure, yeah.
Because this guy was on the phone the whole entire time, and I know he was on the damn phone when he was in the car
Yep.
and backed into me.
That'll do
Because
it.
there was no way in hell he did not see me. He had a big ass car, an SUV, and two empty spots on each side of me.
He wanted it, dude. He wanted
It's
it. He's making a statement.
oh yeah, white paint and crumple marks all down the side of my car. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm
that's
sorry.
okay.
How about fun stuff?
How about fun stuff? I do have one little thing. We've gone through. We took our vacation during Thanksgiving, but I do I like support a charity. Wearing the sweatshirt. It's Christmas is not canceled. So I do stuff for needy families and children that have a hard time during Christmas, and
Awesome.
so I just wanted to give that a quick shout out.
Very cool.
So, and
Very
if you
good.
guys listening, like check it out, help out some awesome
Is
families.
that local to here
So
or is that
no,
nationwide?
it's nationwide. So
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, that's great.
But other than
Any
that, that's pretty much about it. Good news.
all
Hopefully
right.
you got some good news. Yeah.
Well, you just want to get into stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get into stuff. Have you watched anything, read anything,
Um
played any games?
my Isabella has actually gotten into Fortnite.
Okay. Oh, did you see
So
the
I
big?
I actually like played it this morning for a minute.
Okay, there's a big, and I think this just was confirmed to be real.
Okay.
There was a leak in the week that said the new season was going to include Solid Snake
Yes.
alongside alongside Peter Griffin from
Buff
Family
Peter
Guy.
Griffin.
Why? Who made this decision?
Buff Peter Griffin.
I, I, I,
I've already seen him. He's like right now in certain areas, they kind of changed it. There's like bosses that you can get loot in their like
hmm,
areas or whatever. But one of the bosses I just saw was Buff Peter Griffin. I laughed my ass off the whole
I
time that
don't
I got killed.
understand. But all right, I celebrate people
But
who
yes,
want Buff Peter Griffin.
Solid Snake is in the game and has the box
Oh, that's great.
and pops out of the box.
And you can use it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's great.
There's a trailer online for it and it's hilarious.
I'm not really a Fortniter, but that's fun.
I'm not either, but it was like I'm getting tired of some of the ones I have right now. I haven't gotten anything new.
Well,
I'm
and if you can play
gonna
with the
get
kiddo,
Spider-Man soon. Yeah,
yeah,
and I
that's the
and
thing.
and she plays and I, piss her off because I'm getting like top 5
Hmm.
and she's, you know, mid and she's been playing it a lot longer.
I've played with Zora a few times.
Yeah.
I have a Ghost Rider skin that I like,
Oh, that's nice.
and Ash from Evil Dead.
Oh, there you go.
But I've played it like 5 times ever.
I think I've played it more. We've had it on the PlayStation 5 for I don't know how long.
Mhm.
And I think I've played it more this last week than I've ever played it the whole
Well,
entire time I've had.
the cool thing about it, I guess, is that it's not just a battle royale game. It's like there's all kinds of stuff you can do, which
Yeah.
I think is a strength. Like we play Apex Legends. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
And I wish they would have more modes and stuff like that
Yeah.
to just stuff to do. So no, I think Fortnite in that respect is really doing well.
Yeah,
But
I know this latest update they've changed a bunch. You can do gun mods now,
hmm.
and they've got bosses. They're gonna have a Lego event where
Oh,
every character looks like a Lego character.
if you insist.
I know they're gonna have a racing event. They've got a new racing track in it.
But that's what I'm saying. There's just so much stuff
So
there. So that's
yeah,
cool. Even if it's not your thing, maybe check it out.
right. So, but
I played Metal Gear Solid 1 from the new collection. I beat it a couple times, I think 3 times
yeah,
since it's come out. And then I actually just yesterday finished Metal Gear Solid 2.
okay.
Got a terrible rating and a terrible time, and I don't want to talk about it. I just don't know that game as well as the first one.
Right.
So I finished that, and I've installed Snake Eater, and I hope to get to that, and then maybe get through 5 before the remake of 3 comes out. We'll see, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely in like Metal Gear mode right now, for sure.
Yeah.
Love those games.
But yeah, now that Snake's in Fortnite, you may have to buy that skin when it comes available.
I don't know if I have to. I don't know if I feel like I need to.
I mean, just for the fact that at least one time use the box to pop out and
That's pretty cool.
shoot somebody.
It's
Yeah.
pretty fun. So I got a couple comics over this break,
Okay.
and I've only read one of them,
All
but I
right.
wanted to show these off and talk about them, see what people think. This is the first one. This was recommended to me in a shop. Have you read this? Alan Moore, Light of Thy Countenance.
No, but I've heard of it.
Yeah.
So I haven't gotten it. Yeah.
It's something to do with like this woman appears on TV screens and people's homes. It's just like a one-off, like one thing, right?
Right.
It's just like a novella.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got interesting art. It seems like an interesting. I haven't really looked at it too much, but the art itself is pretty great.
Yeah. Who's the artist on it? Because I know it's not Alan anymore.
No, illustrated by Felipe Massafera.
Okay.
Who I can't say I know, but this art is incredible. So
Yeah.
probably worth checking out. I haven't read it yet, but I am looking forward to that.
Okay.
This one is one I have read, and I'm all in on.
Gotcha.
I'm actually reading it again, as you can see. It is like, think it's Harrower for people who are listening.
Yeah.
I guess I should say that this is also audio.
Yeah.
Harrower, and it's written by Justin Jordan and Bram Revel. Bram, probably Bram.
Yeah.
It is essentially it's kind of like Scream, but it's also kind of like I don't know, I almost want to say like Hocus Pocus or something. There's this local legend, almost like Scream, Blair Witch, Hocus
Okay.
Pocus or something. There's this local legend where this thing happens, and if you don't do this or you do this, there's a killer. I don't want to give too much away, but it's really gory. There's some incredible. So this is a slasher.
Yeah.
It's just straight up. It's a slasher. It's a self-contained story. I really like it. I liked it a lot. It's basically like a teen slasher. I mean, I think the Halloween, it's a little bit like Halloween, but it's like kind of like Scream in some ways because there are these like rules, I guess. But there's the
Right.
double crossing, and you don't know what's what, and there's a mystery. So Harrower, and the art also pretty beautiful. They take a lot of care, like just in the beginning, just like in the first couple pages. There's this motif of like, as the day passes, each panel reflects like the overall color,
Right. So
and then
it's like a
and then like right before sundown, it's like blood red.
yeah.
It just goes through all these different colors, like just things like that, just like smart
Right.
little design choices. Really cool. But if you're into slashers, Harrower for sure. I really enjoy
Gotcha.
it. Some great scenes. I would like it to become a movie. That would be really
You
fun.
never know.
Yeah. And the last thing I have, actually got this a while ago, but I haven't even cracked it open. In fact, I haven't even unsealed it yet. Is the Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead,
Nice.
written by Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
There he is, right there.
Yep.
It's. I mean, do you know the character? He's been around for a long time.
Oh, he's been around for
Forever.
a long time.
Yeah. It's basically like World War II
Right.
soldier versus zombies.
Yeah. I
Right?
remember when that first came out because that's an older.
He's been around forever. Like
Yeah.
I want to say like 50s is when he was new.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but something like that. He's been around for a long time.
I think it was just post World War II.
Yeah.
When he came out. So
Absolutely. So yeah, classic character brought to life by Bruce Campbell in the pages of DC Comics. I look forward to it. I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it. So I've just kind of been saving it for the right time. I'm rereading Harrower.
Right.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm going through I'm starting to look through just some like Kickstarters and Indiegogos on comics because I'm gonna rant.
Well, I'm just saying, check out Harrower. And
yes.
and I'll let you borrow it if you want.
Yeah.
If anyone has any suggestions for me on things like this, this is what I'm looking for.
Right.
This is great. So please, if you have anything like Harrower, let me know.
Yes.
All right, here's your rant. Let's go.
Okay. I am so done with mainstream comics. I just it's like get some people in that have life experience. Because I'm going to show you an example. Okay. This is the newest. I know this has like been going around with, the range channels and stuff, which I don't give a shit. If it's something's good, and I will give this some kudos because I think the art is well done in this, just a single shot. But Marvel has retconned everything almost about Nightcrawler now. So we get another character that they want to completely change again for modern, quote, quote, modern audience that isn't buying shit or isn't watching shit. Okay. Do you know, it's been until just now, the whole story of who Nightcrawler's parents are, right?
Yeah. The red guy and the blue
Azazel and Mystique.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they've now completely retconned that.
Oh, okay.
Because it's Destiny and Mystique. Because apparently, not only can Mystique change shape, which we knew,
Mm-hmm.
but she can also like grow sperm
Well, why not?
and impregnate a woman.
Of course she can.
Because that's not how that works
What?
at all.
What?
That's not.
Why
No,
not? What?
quit trying to be contrarian. You
I'm
know that's
not.
not.
She can turn into anything.
Yeah.
Of course she can do that.
No, oh my God. No, that's ridiculous.
No, it's just as ridiculous as being able to change it whenever you want into anything you want.
No, yeah.
What?
Come on. Oh my God.
Come on.
Seriously, I cannot believe you're agreeing that that's okay.
It's cool. What are you talking about?
That is the dumbest fucking thing on the face of the planet. And the reason I say people need experience, you've been there when Zora was born, right?
I was there. I was in the room, believe it or not.
All right. I want to share this. I'm going to do a screen share. Let's see.
I enabled it, so you should be able to.
Okay.
I thought I had for the first time ever.
Here we go. Okay, can you see this?
Not yet. But for people listening, okay, here we go.
Okay.
It's a comic panel.
It's a comic panel. Now I will say the art is really good. This is something that hasn't happened in quite a while. Okay. The redhead is supposed to be Mystique.
Okay.
And the girl with the glasses is Destiny.
All right.
The doctor is standing behind her like a quarterback to a center with a football.
Sure.
Which you've been there. When was the last time that happened?
Well, that's not how we did it, but I mean,
and she's giving birth with her pants on.
That's funny. Okay, I didn't notice the pants. I didn't even notice the pants. Maybe it's the front of a gown and the back.
That is not. You can see the way the legs are.
It's the front of a gown.
But then she's still. How big is her ass if she's like squatting down, like almost in an Indian style?
I thought you said the art was good.
I did say the art was good, but I mean, there's definitely some experience choices that you would have.
Sure.
And then why is the redhead pregnant if she's the one that's supposed to give birth? And the one that's actually, or is the one that supposedly had the dick and sperm.
I don't know why.
And then it's like, oh my God. This is like, what the hell?
I agree with it's like an interesting positioning, and it does.
I'm waiting for the doctor's voice bubble to say, Omaha, hunt, hunt.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. I get that's weird. I get that's weird.
But for the love of God, I mean,
I don't have a problem with that at all. I think it's great.
I think it's moronic, and it's.
That's okay if you do.
I mean,
I don't. I would just glide right past.
Why change,
of course, you can do that.
Why change decades of a story that's been around, and they keep doing that constantly and constantly?
I feel like that's not new, though.
No,
hold
on. The fact that they were a couple has not been new. And then there was like a modern writer that said, well, that was Chris Claremont's for them to be a couple in the 90s. Well, yeah, we've all known that. But that's not like, and one, Claremont hasn't confirmed that, he thought Mystique shtooked Destiny for Nightcrawler to come out. But why? Just why?
I think it's an interesting change.
And it's a fucked up change.
I don't think it's that weird. You really think it's that weird?
I think it is that weird.
I don't think it's that weird at all.
Yes, it is. It's pandering. It really is. I mean,
to who?
That's exactly right.
What do you mean?
Who?
It's just a floor change. They do it all the time. Like, oh, Peter Parker. Actually, the guy who killed Uncle Ben wasn't this guy. It was actually
which I
Sandman.
thought was stupid. And which I thought was
all right. I'm just saying they've been doing it forever. So this is not new.
And I didn't like it then on something like that, and I don't like this now. Come up with better shit. Don't change old stuff. Don't change old lore. Come up with better shit. It's simple as that. It really is that simple. But apparently these people aren't talented enough to do that. And I'll say that to their face.
Okay. Get
That's
him on the
why
phone.
that's
Let's go.
oh, believe me, I've had some Twitter fights on people, and I've had, yeah, with the artist.
Chris, just calm down and read Harrower.
I will
cool.
read that. I will read that.
It's really cool.
That's why I'm backing independent comic writers and artists.
Mhm.
You know, all of them.
Shout outs to our friend
perfect.
Umar.
Yes.
He's going to be doing some non-indie stuff soon.
I know.
Very cool.
Take note, Umar.
Can you believe he's doing Godzilla?
I know, that's so awesome.
Well, it's Kong, really, isn't it?
Right.
Kong is his. He prefers Kong. I prefer Zilla. That's why we're the perfect.
That's
couple.
why I like it. That's why I like Umar.
Yep. I'm a more of a Zilla guy, I gotta say. I haven't seen the new one.
Give me that great big and beautiful ape.
No thanks. He's fine. I've always preferred Zilla for whatever reason.
Yeah. Now I heard, I haven't seen it yet, and I really want to, and I'll probably in the next couple of weeks. The new Godzilla movie I heard is amazing.
I heard it's really good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I look forward to it
so,
for sure.
But also, this is just kind of like the icing on top of the cake because, you know, I have stock in Disney, and I was on the investor call as just a listener because I have that option. All the shit, and I'll say shit because I haven't really liked anything since, you know, I've liked bits and parts of some stuff, but Endgame was probably, and Guardians 3 was probably the last things that I kind of really enjoyed.
Sure.
I haven't been. They've lost $1.6 billion on these movies and shows that they've been doing.
They've lost it?
Lost. That between the production cost, the actual advertisement, because when they say a movie costs like 300 million,
right,
that is just the actual, you know, filming of the movie and developing the movie.
Yeah.
That doesn't include, you know, production costs, distribution, and then when they say, you know, a movie made X amount of dollars, cut that in half because half of that goes to the theaters. So they've lost 1.6 billion between Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel.
Interesting.
And they have no real plans immediately to change and just get back to good storytelling, classic stories.
Well, there was a recent change that I thought you'd be excited about.
Which one?
Dave Filoni getting a bit more of that power.
I'm okay with Dave. I'm not a Super Dave fan.
Okay. Not a Super Dave. I agree with you, though, actually.
Super Dave, but not Dave Filoni.
All right.
Because if you remember the old
Filoni
Super Dave, he's okay. He's made some things that I'm not a huge fan of.
He gave us Bale and Skull. Come on.
That has been. Oh, hold on.
I'll wait. I'll be right.
That was all the actor. That was all Ray. I mean, he gave him a basis, but the reason we love that character was all Ray. And I'm gonna hate to see what they do if they do kind of continue his story where that's going to go. Now, I did have my pick that if they do pick another guy, I do want Liv Schreiber to be Ray Stevens.
What if they did? What if his story was continued in like a game or something, and it looked like Ray Stevenson, but like voiced by like a sound alike?
I mean, hell, they have AI now. You've got so much of Ray's voice on, you know, media that you can even just do that. I mean, if it was on a game, yeah, absolutely. He's probably been one of the best characters since the prequels.
I agree. I do agree.
Man, I'll give Mando, especially season 1 and 2. I'll give Mando, but probably the best character since Mando.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think because they didn't overplay, he was still a mystery. There was still so much that, you know,
we don't really know his plan.
Right.
We don't really know what he's up to.
And he really personified the essence of Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
Even though he was disenfranchised by the Jedi Order, but he really had that personification of what would be a Jedi Knight.
Sure.
So
Yep.
And I think partially Marvel may be learning their lesson. I think it's time for Feige to go. I think he's.
I wouldn't hate if we just did like a reboot. That'd be fine.
I think we need some fresh blood.
Now that we can get everyone together and have everyone who's supposed to be there for these stories.
Personally, I want to go back to the 60s X-Men and those 60s Fantastic Four.
I really want that.
I mean,
for sure.
But you know me, I'm not a huge, I know it hasn't been officially, but everything else is coming out of who Reed Richards is supposed to be. And I like him fine as an actor, but he's not Reed Richards as Pedro Pascal. Give me somebody newer or somebody that hasn't done that. I mean, because we're not going to get John, obviously.
Yeah.
They, for some reason, refused to.
It's funny that there was everyone wanted it, and then it happened, and then everyone rejected it. So it's
because it was done so bad.
Because they didn't like that movie, or what? I don't know.
Yes, yeah. I mean, honestly, that was the biggest thing that I've seen. And because of the whole way they played Reed Richards in that movie, in the Doctor Strange movie, then I think that's why they. I don't think it was John himself, but it was the character of Reed that hopefully that wasn't the character moving forward, not the actor, because I'm sure almost everybody probably would have been, do it right, and John would do great in it.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have an issue with him if they said, "Oh, you know what, it's going to be him." Okay, great.
Yeah. Now, did you see that they pushed everything back another year?
Yeah. Might be a good thing. Give us a break and maybe retool some of this stuff.
Bunch.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because they said, I read just the other day that they are retooling almost the entire new Captain Falcon movie, and changing some of the aspects of Thunderbolts. Although, have you heard the casting for Sentry?
No.
That they made?
I don't think so.
Why did I forget his name? Negan killed him in Walking Dead.
Glenn.
Yes.
I don't know the actor. I've never even watched.
But you know who I'm talking about.
I know the name. Oh, they killed Glenn. I don't actually know the actor or anything. I don't know anything about it.
He was in oh God, what was the Jordan Peele movie, the Aliens?
Get Out. Us. Nope. The alien one is Nope. Yeah.
He was the guy with the cowboy hat. The Asian guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, I liked him in that.
Yeah.
He was great in that.
Go look up who Sentry is.
Are you
a big guy. Yeah, it's a big guy that looks like Henry Cavill with long blonde hair.
I know the character. No, I know the character. And there's a demon or something involved.
Yeah, there's supposedly all sorts of weird shit involved.
Yeah, I know the character. Let me see. Yeah, he looks like Thor almost.
Yeah, but that's who. But they got Glenn to play Sentry.
I wouldn't mind some changes to this guy because his outfit sucks. He just wears yellow, a big S, and a blue cape.
Yeah, no, I get it. No. I mean, but it's like you say, well, we're gonna have this character that people have known for, decades upon decades, but hey, we're gonna completely change him for. It's like, if you want to have,
are there different versions of that character or something? I don't know the character well enough.
No, until now, they've because Feige is sitting there in control of all the Marvel stuff. now supposedly his power is getting, it's almost like everything is like a Green Lantern Corps now.
Yeah.
You've got a million Spider-Men, you've got,
Yep.
all now the centuries, his power has gotten broken up into several people, and they made sure that they made a character that looked like Glenn now because it's coming out in the movie. It's like,
Hey, they did it for Nick Fury, and I have no problem with that.
well, Nick Fury,
So good.
they had switched in the Ultimates.
Yeah, and it worked.
Pre
It worked
movie.
great.
And actually, that's honestly not the original Nick Fury. If you go back in the comics, there's a whole
But that's the Nick Fury we have now, and I'm fine with it, is what I'm saying.
I honestly would like to see the old Fury come in at some point with this whole Secret Wars.
It would be interesting for that.
Because I think, I'm just saying, for the fact that I think Sam Jackson is getting to the point of not being able to do. Come on.
But the old Fury was in World War II. Like, how is he around?
Well, no, I get that. But there's been like several iterations of the same character, obviously. But there's a point that he had like a diluted version of the super soldier serum. So that was part of it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see the Secret Wars have come up with the old school Nick Fury with the gray sideburns and the eye patch.
I get it.
But like I said, there's so many. The thing is they haven't done really, and they've tried to, and mostly horribly, adapt a few older stories into what would be essentially the Ultimates universe in Marvel, and I think that has been the downfall since the Ultimate Universe of Marvel Comics. Personally,
okay,
let's go back to, like I said, get back to the actual origins, the 60s, the 70s, all the way through the 90s. How many great storylines just between mid 80s to like say 95.
I just like a cool Ghost Rider movie, please. And Blade.
Well,
just give me those.
The big rumor is that he's going to be in Blade, if that ever, he's going to make a guest appearance. He better. In Blade, if that movie ever gets made.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't even think that, and they haven't even done principal shooting on that, have they?
I don't think they've done. No, I don't think they've done anything like that.
Yeah, because I know they are completely redoing the script again, because apparently Blade was a secondary character in his own movie.
It doesn't make any sense.
And
that's not why we bought the ticket.
It was a bunch of group of girls that were, girl power. But Blade is a backseat character in his own movie.
Blade would never sit in the backseat.
No.
He would only drive.
No. He would sit on the hood. Yeah. He would sit on the hood, with his sword drawn, tell him, bitch, drive this thing.
We have a trailer to react to that you mentioned. Do you want to do that?
Which one?
Fallout.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to say about it before we?
I've only got a little clips of like screenshots. I haven't seen this myself.
Okay.
So I've seen the zombies, or
they're called ghouls. Thank
ghouls. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch.
You can see that.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Fallout TV show teaser trailer. Can you hear that?
No.
Okay. I thought maybe I didn't share audio. Let me see. Sharing options.
Of modern technology.
Well, but the thing is, I've done this how many times?
I know.
And for whatever reason, I did not click share sound. Okay. There we go. Here we go.
Let's hit it.
Hear that?
There, yeah.
All right.
I know.
Right off the bat. Sorry. It looks like Fallout. Looks just like Fallout 4.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Everything in these, you can see, they have the Pip-Boy on the wrist.
Yep.
They have everything. It looks just like Fallout. So right off the bat, thumbs up.
That I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Stop! Lucy!
That the vault door closing is like an
Yeah.
iconic thing from previous Fallouts. There's someone dead here. Is that? I wonder if. My question is, okay, so they're in Vault 33. Is that Fallout? Which game is that from? Is that from a certain one, or is this a new one? I want to say it's Vault from Fallout 3. Hang on, I'm not the biggest Fallout fan. Fallout 3 Vault number. On Fallout 3, it's Vault 101.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I wonder which one. Okay, so they've done vaults 1376, 101, and 111. So they haven't done 32. So this is a new vault.
New one. Okay.
They're telling us a new story.
Okay.
Oh, there's a skull right there. Right, from the director of Westworld. That's cool.
Okay.
You need to go home. Vault dwellers are in danger.
Hold on. What was that? L.A.?
I think so.
I think this is the first time the series is. Yeah, that looks like.
Or is that LA or is that like oh god, what's the New Jersey that's got the I'm brain dead right now.
I'm gonna guess it's
The
supposed to be
pier,
LA.
yeah.
Vault dwellers are an endangered species.
Well, California, really, is what I mean.
I think you would be willing to do what it takes to survive up here.
Todd Howard, yes, get his name on it.
Yep.
If you insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
Is he the guy that was in Evil?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the titular evil.
He's creepy as shit, so yeah.
Looks like some rad roaches happening here.
Yeah, and dog attacking it.
Oh, dog meat.
Uh-huh.
All right, I've seen this being memed. That's hilarious. The studio behind The Boys and free 2-day shipping. Amazon.
That's funny.
I don't want to see tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
I see
All right, we got our first look there.
Yep.
The Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood. I can't say Brotherhood. Listen, we got some power armor here.
Tomorrow, so they say, will be a lovely day.
Okay.
A bright.
I want to go back to that previous shot here. Yeah, so the set looks fantastic.
Right.
It weirdly, the first thing I thought of was there's that game where you manage your vault. What is it called?
I know which one you're talking about, but
Where
I can't
it's
remember
like,
the name of it.
yeah, it's all about vault management.
It's like not a Sims.
It's like for phones and stuff.
Yeah.
It's some kind of management game. Anyway, this almost looks like that. So very cool. It feels very genuinely Fallout.
A bright new sun will.
Although it kind of looks a little clean. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they have to make it look very clean in the vault so that when you leave the vault.
I guess. Yeah, the contrast between the two.
Yeah.
But I don't
there he is. Okay.
see tomorrow unless I see
Nice shot of the guy's ass.
Hell yeah. All right. That looked very much, it just kind of felt like, I don't mean to show you this again, honestly.
Perfect stop.
That shot here, let me see.
I see it.
Not this one, but the next kill.
Right.
This here.
Yeah.
It reminds me, and I'm sure this is on purpose, of the VATS overlay. How much have you played a lot of Fallout?
I played some enough to
There's when you play it in like more like RPG mode, it will freeze the game when you choose where you're going to shoot, and it'll show you these cool cinematic deaths or shots that you do. That looks just like one. That's really cool. Okay,
I grabbed a moldy one.
That was what's his name from SNL, right?
Yeah.
Boy, I wish I remembered his name. Oh, that's okay. He's there's one of those that helps you in Fallout 4.
Benbot.
He's got a name.
Yeah.
Specifically has a name. It's like a butler name. I don't know. I don't remember his name, but people Fallout fans are screaming right now.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Was that Kyle MacLachlan?
It almost looked like it, didn't it?
Was that him? Is he in this? I think it
Yes.
is.
That is Kyle
Oh,
MacLachlan.
all right. Okay. Oh, yeah, nice. Yes.
The guy from Justified was in
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's a big old explosion. Skynet just went online.
Pretty sure that'll probably be the opening scene right there.
Maybe.
Or a flashback.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be one or the other.
Yeah.
So that seems very on brand and very, to me, pretty true to the series in general.
Yeah.
I'm not the world's biggest Fallout fan. I've played some of the older ones, and I played 3 and 4, but I don't think I even beat any of them. I like them. I like New Vegas. New Vegas has the coolest story, probably. I don't know. I like them, but to me, it was always like, ooh, it always seemed like, do you like Fallout or do you like BioShock?
Right.
Well, I like BioShock. And if we could get a BioShock show,
supposedly it's in the works.
yes.
So
if we could get I think movie is what they're talking about. But either way, if we could get something BioShock that looks as good as this and is as seemingly true to the source material, hell yeah.
Well, in all honesty, probably BioShock is a little harder.
Because it's all underwater.
I was gonna say, because it's all like contained sets, it'd have to be a bigger production.
Sure.
But
no, just to put a button on the Fallout, I think Fallout fans should probably be excited because that looks all right.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the biggest Fallout fan, but
it looks on, like you said, it looks on brand. So
yeah,
we'll see how the story, if it plays in some of the classic stories from the previous games, or if it's something completely different. Which
absolutely.
I would be fine with it being completely different.
Let's have
you
both.
know what I'm saying?
Well, because you can do different things in a TV or show than you can in a game. It's just what it is. So yeah, absolutely. But to the point about BioShock, if this could maybe ignite some conversations about BioShock, please give it to me.
Have at it. Yeah.
Please.
Well, we have another game. I don't think you have the trailer, but the second season of Halo came out, or is coming out, I should say.
I didn't watch the first one.
And the trailer. It was very disappointing. I like the guy that played Master Chief, but he had more time outside of the armor than actually in the armor.
Yeah.
And
a reverse Mando.
Well, and it was more about like a couple other characters than Master Chief.
Yeah.
So I wasn't a huge fan of it.
I kind of get it. But at the same time, it's like, that's what people want. So find a way, I guess.
That's what I mean. That's why my rant. It's like, give people what they want. They have these characters. You can introduce so many more.
For sure.
Instead of changing a character and doing all this different stuff. I was like, why the hell haven't we gotten a Static Shock?
Oh, my cat wants to talk.
Okay.
There he is. Anyway.
Now, if he goes into demon voice, I'm out.
Go ahead, say something. Demon voice, do it. I watched a made-for-TV movie the other day.
Okay.
Where it was implied that this black cat was a demon. It was from the 77, maybe. It was like a pilot for a show that didn't go, so they turned it into a movie. It was like 2 episodes of the show that they stick together. So like halfway through the show, it's like, here's a bunch of new characters and a whole new scenario, and this
Really?
is all that.
What?
And you're like, what? Okay. What was it called? Good Against Evil, something
Okay.
like that.
Hmm.
And it's kind of a satanic panic.
Right.
This girl at the very beginning is first revealed that she is the daughter of some kind of demon, if not the big guy.
Right.
And there's this cult that like watches after her, and she's like a Damien type character, but she's not evil. She doesn't know. She's just given everything she wants to do succeeds.
Right.
She's kind of starts to uncover the fact that something might be going on. It's a good
So
plot,
it's
actually.
like a different version of like Good Omens.
There's not really any
No, I meant the whole plot point of
the boy
the
figuring.
boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, kind of like that. But it's her like basically trying not to fall in love, because every time she falls in love, the guy gets murdered somehow. But
we say somehow in air quotes, we know it's the
the cult
killing him.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't like the main guy. I hated his character. It was fine. It was worth watching for free on YouTube because I had nothing else going on.
Right.
Yeah, that's anyway. Cats, they're evil. But in that show, there's like there's this like the main guy, the head of the cult. If you've displeased him, he will send cats after you. Like cats will start to appear in your window, and then just like bump into you, and you go, "Wah!" and you fall over and die because it's the 70s.
I can make so many jokes right now, but I think in my cursing rant earlier, I think I've met my quota.
All right. We can all imagine.
Yeah. But now did you see it when it was in the theater, The Exorcist, the new one?
Yeah, did we not cover it?
We did.
Okay.
We did.
I couldn't remember if we did or not.
I was just gonna say it's on Peacock now.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to give it another chance.
I like the first half a lot. I think the first half was really, really good, and then the second half is like,
and it wasn't
all right.
it wasn't an Exorcist movie in the first half, really.
I think it's a cool setup to something that could lead to something more interesting, but it doesn't.
Like I said, when the ending of the movie basically is like the movie version of a coexist sticker, trying to expel the,
Did you?
the
So you
demons
rewatched it?
Yeah, I did.
Did you notice the really bad ADR line? My favorite line of anything this whole year.
Which one?
When they're walking back into the house, the guy goes, "Smell got worse."
Oh yeah.
You don't see his face. It's clearly ADR. Smell got worse. I could not.
And it was the dad, wasn't it?
It's the dad. Yeah. Smell got worse.
Yeah.
It's sad that that's the thing that I
remember
really
the most.
took away from the movie was smell got worse. I saw some interesting behind the scenes stuff where they had really designed the demon and stuff, but they decided not to show it. Which, just flashes of it is okay, but maybe a couple more would have been all right.
Right.
But I get not wanting to copy the original fully, but people will complain, oh, it's like Force Awakens, it doesn't do anything new. Or people will complain like, oh, you didn't show that. It's like, well, you got to find the perfect balance, and I don't think they quite nailed it.
No, I don't think they nailed it at all. Like I said, the first half of the movie wasn't an Exorcist movie, but it was a fairly decent, like almost abduction movie.
But I like that it starts like that and then leads into this demonic thing. What I don't like is this is an Exorcist movie, so guess what? There's going to be an exorcism. Snooze. They just don't do anything interesting anymore.
No.
So,
Now, did you, when it was here for that split second of a week, did you watch The Marvels?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I think that's one of those weekends where we were gone. There's no way we could have.
Yeah, it's.
I'll see when it comes to Disney, and I'm sure Zora will like it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I have no.
No, I know. Now, did you see any of like the ending scene?
No.
That they tried.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
I don't want to know.
Okay, I won't say anything.
If you want to do it, make a spoiler-free statement, be my guest.
It was nice to see that they were trying to tie characters that are coming in, hopefully sooner than later. with one particular character,
Okay.
but the character that they put in addition to the one character, makes me think that they're phasing out Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
Okay.
That's
Interesting.
And I thought it was a bad choice, honestly. But
Okay. Well, when I finally see it, we can talk about it in
yeah,
full.
yeah. Well,
yeah.
but like I said, I'm looking forward to the only Marvel movie because, as far as I've heard, Kevin Feige really hasn't had his hands on it.
Wait, which one?
Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool. Yeah. Is that what time? Is next year? What?
That comes out.
Well, of course it wouldn't be this year.
March, May, somewhere right in there.
That soon?
Yeah.
I was thinking next fall for sure.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. I look forward to that. I enjoyed the first two just fine.
Well,
Actually, the second one grew on me a little bit.
You understand what the movies are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're tongue in cheek, and they're meant to be. You know, for the most part.
And he's perfectly cast. I mean, what more do you want?
Right. So
well, but weirdly, we get some of the most comic accurate characters
portrayals in that.
How weird,
I know, right?
You know, but great. I appreciate them for that.
Right.
So thought I can see a little bit of Juggernaut being the Juggernaut, and
right?
Not Cyclops, Colossus being Colossus, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, and apparently there's going to be a ton of cameos, which makes me think, to a degree, this is a version of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Oh, maybe it will. Yeah, you never know.
I mean, that honestly, I mean, not to sound this way, that would be a good way to reboot everything.
Sure, if that's the way you want to do it.
Yeah, the last thing that I heard that Daphne Keane is reprising her role as X-23 in it.
Good.
And believe it or not, she, you see her now, I think she's 18 or 19, and she looks the part from the comic.
Great. Perfect. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I've heard all sorts of other characters that are in that too.
Not Marvel related, but did you hear the Evil Dead news? The tiny little bit of Evil Dead news.
No, I haven't heard that yet.
This is just recently. Bruce Campbell said basically Evil Dead Rise made more money than any other Evil Dead movie, like easily. So we're going to make more of them sooner.
Okay.
We're not going to make you wait 10 years. There will be more. Good. He said 2 to 3 years. So how about that? Any ideas on what you would want? Would you want them to bring like Fede Alvarez back to do a sequel to his? Because I would love that.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's have that.
Yeah. I would say, though, I went back and watched it again because I forgot it's on streaming now.
Rise. Yeah, it is.
Rise. I enjoyed it a little more than when I initially did. I still have some of the issues that I thought were a little too, like, how do I say it? Telegraphed.
That's fair.
But I mean, for the most part, the movie itself, yeah.
I really love that movie. I mean, I haven't seen a movie twice in theaters in a long time, but I saw Evil Dead Rise twice in theaters. Right. Oh, there's so much good stuff about it. I just loved it.
But
I have some complaints. It's not perfect. It's not the best one, but I really do love it. So
well, and the thing that I like, and I think we talked about it on our previous episode with that, how right before Christmas we're talking about horror movies for the most part. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yep. Go on.
Very nice. Anyway, it used the same concept but told a different story.
Exactly. Let's do that.
This wasn't this continues in like the same universe, but you're not rebooting, you're not, reimagining.
Yeah, it's like Predator 2, the perfect sequel.
Exactly.
I'll say it. I really like Predator 2.
Come on.
It's great.
Danny Glover.
Yeah. Oh, hey, here's something we can talk about that I finally watched just yesterday as a family. We watched Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yes.
I hadn't seen it before.
What did you think?
I thought it was fine. Not in a negative way. It didn't whatever.
It didn't break any ground.
No, but I thought
But-
it was like perfect for like, hey, everyone, let's sit down and watch a movie. Fine.
This was,
Totally fine.
I really think Afterlife was a good way of almost passing the torch.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Sure, that's clearly what they're trying to do.
Well, and have you seen the preview for the new one?
Everything gets cold.
Yeah. I mean, that's hopefully it's better than some of the stuff, but I mean, the way they are setting it up, Winston's kind of the financier, and
Good, because he's my
you
favorite
know,
Ghostbuster. Always
yeah.
has been.
Dan Aykroyd and Ray and Winston were probably always my
What I liked about it, probably the most, was that they understood the humor of the original,
yes.
and it is translated quite well to the new one. The previous Ghostbusters didn't have that same kind of humor,
No,
and I think suffered a lot because of that.
greatly.
But
yeah.
this, I liked the writing. I liked the mom.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Um,
The actress? Oh, I can't
It's
believe
been a
I'm-
while since I've seen it, so I can't remember.
Oh, I feel bad.
I know who you're talking about.
Because she was excellent. I really liked her.
Yeah, she was really good. And I
Um,
like the way they kind of like adapted, like I said, this felt like a true passing of the torch from the OG.
literally the proton pack is passed
Yeah.
passed down,
This is what Force Awakens should have been.
and the young girl really looks like Egon,
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
They got good casting. And
Yeah.
honestly, what's his Wolf?
Finn Wolfhard, I can see
yeah.
it. It's there. It's funny how he's just a goof. He drives the car. That's about
Right.
all he does. I really did think, though, we missed an opportunity for Paul Rudd to have like an Army of Darkness moment where he has to fight those marshmallow men,
Oh yeah.
like when
London
Ash
Bridges,
is fighting.
yeah.
When Ash is fighting all the mini Ashes.
Right.
Yeah, I wish there was more. I don't know. I just thought, oh, this is going to be funny. They're going to do this, and then they
Right.
didn't do it. And I was like, that's just because I have seen Army of Darkness more than any other film,
Right.
and I'm always looking for ways to get a little hit of that. But
Well,
I would have thought it would have been fun.
Paul Rudd's got a proton pack in this next one, so
Yeah, he's a
you
real
never know. He
Ghostbuster.
might, yeah. But like I said, this is Ghostbusters Afterlife is what Force Awakens should have been. A true kind of
Sure.
passing of the torch. You get the yes, Egon was CGI'd because of unfortunately
Looked fine.
Harold Ramis's passing.
Yeah, but it looked fine.
No, it did. But I'm saying you got the band back together all in one group for one last time.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's my of the sequels, Force Awakens was probably my least disliked,
hmm
but that was my biggest and probably the complaint that didn't put me over the top of actually liking it a lot.
Sure, I know what you mean. Yeah, one reunion would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been discussed a lot. I agree.
Now, did
But-
you watch any of the stuff I posted on Discord about the way they could have made the
Oh, I
sequels
started
better?
one of those and got distracted.
Yeah, you need to watch those. It really sets out a good concept that did a lot like what I talked about and kind of made the new characters like better, I think,
Interesting.
and
Interesting.
move the story along the way the original trilogy moved stuff along and not have the same kind of not been a, copy paste of the original trilogy.
Right. Sure.
But that's a kind of a thing to go on the Discord. It's in our general conversation.
Yeah, join the
So
Discord. There's a link below.
I put a
Click the
couple
link.
couple of videos that if the sequels were good.
Speaking of the Discord and
Yes.
people who are in there, some of the 5-day rentals guys are in there in our
Yes.
Discord.
Yep.
Have you been listening along to their Phantasm coverage?
No, I gotta go back. I haven't had a chance to. This last month, I've been kind of.
You must. I
Yeah.
mean, people should listen to 5-day rentals.
Oh,
anyway.
absolutely.
I love it. But boy, the Phantasm stuff has been really good. So I recommend it because I love Phantasm.
Yep. Speaking of which, plug it.
Oh, I didn't even, Chris, this was not on purpose. Just so people know. I have some new music that it's just three tracks. It's like electronic stuff. kind of dark synth. One of them is kind of more chill. It's all just kind of made with Phantasm in mind. There's some subtle musical things in there, but for the most part, it's just like, hey, I was thinking of Phantasm when I made these.
Can you punch anything up? Give our listeners and watchers a little sample. That way they can go.
I can stick something in after
it.
the
Oh,
after
come
the
on.
when we're done talking.
Okay.
After the
all right,
music, after the fade out,
Okay.
we'll I tell you what, we won't even use our normal outro music. I'll
Okay,
just use one of my
awesome.
tracks as the outro music. How's
Okay,
that?
all
And
right.
I'll let the full thing play.
And make sure that you put the link for your tracks
All right,
in the
all right.
description.
It's free on Bandcamp. You can get it. It's also on Spotify. It's
Yep.
out there.
It sure is.
Dkreft, DKREFFT. Just look for that, and it's called Mausoleum.
I listened to it the other day, so it was awesome.
You think is it okay?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's just like synth, whatever. I mean, it's instrumental
Yeah.
synthy stuff.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but I like it.
I envisioned every title that you put on there, the way you set up those. I envisioned every bit of that.
That's the
so-
whole thing. That's awesome. Really cool. Well, thanks for saying so.
No
That's
problem,
awesome.
No problem.
That makes me feel good.
Sweet.
Is there anything? Do you have anything else we need to cover? This has been more of just like a getting back into the groove,
Yep.
catching up type thing. We didn't have anything specific to
I
cover.
mean, there honestly hasn't been a lot going on, so I
Mm-mm.
mean, that's the bad thing.
I think probably our next show we'll come back and have some kind of
Yeah, we'll definitely.
we'll
have
do
one
something
more.
along the lines of like
Our normal.
we'll have a
stuff.
game, or we'll have something. We'll
Right.
have something set up. So we'll have something more to talk about, I think. So no worries. Not that this wasn't good. I thought it was
No,
good to catch
It
up.
was fun. Yeah.
We got to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get back into the groove of all this. So, but no, I don't have anything else unless you.
The only other thing I have is I have in this kind of our little hiatus here, I have been doing some rewrites and page adding on the comic that I'm writing. I know it's a long, slow process, but I want the first one that I do to be right. I need to start doing the search for artists.
Okay.
I have a particular art style in mind. So
Artists out there.
maybe if you're a comic artist and in the near future, I would do, I'm not that would be a private message kind of thing, but I will do freelance and per page kind of, and be able to pay decently, and then we'll do some kind of Kickstarter and get it going and see how many we can
Awesome.
get out there.
Yeah. Awesome.
So-
Great. Well, that's really cool. I look forward to that. And if there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
So, I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get it to about 20, 25 pages, somewhere in between there. For a first book, that's not going to be a thick, trade.
Sure.
I think that's going to be good. I'm looking for cover artist and panel artist. So,
All right. Do you want to give a general idea what it is, or do you want to leave that for the future?
No, I can kind of give this is sort of the best way I can kind of describe this is if the Punisher was part of a government wet works program that was screwed over by the government, and then he finds out he has a terminal illness and basically kind of goes through and starts his one-man war with friends.
Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So
Awesome. I've read some of that, and
yes,
I look forward to seeing it realized.
me too.
Sure.
Like I said, this has been a long, like, year and a half getting into concept, and I've only
been pushing you to do this for years.
I know.
Literally years.
I've been like rewriting because it's not up, because I have high standards, obviously, the way
Sure.
I bitch about comics. So I don't want to put some piece of shit out there.
Sure.
So, but if you're a comic artist and you got some samples,
Or if you know one, please.
join our Discord. And like I said, I have a particular style in mind for both the cover and the panel art. So hopefully in the next 4 or 5 months we can get that organized and get started on that, and
Sweet.
we can get something going.
Look forward to that.
Awesome. So
Hell yeah. Well, Chris, it's good to be back.
it is good to be back.
We will come at you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
We'll have something fun, maybe something Christmassy. I don't
busy
know.
week. Yeah.
All right.
We got our last cheer competition of this year, not of this season, but of this year.
This coming week?
Coming weekend. Yeah.
Okay. But next
On
weekend, you're
Saturday
good,
in
right?
St. Louis.
Because
Yeah,
we got to
yeah,
do
yeah.
this.
I know. No,
All
no,
right.
no, no, no. And it's in St. Louis, so it's only one day.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
but I'll be rip roaring ready to go in 2 weeks.
Hell yeah. All right, everyone. We'll see you back in 2 weeks. We missed you, and we'll be back.
Right, have a good one, guys. Read those
Goodbye.
indie comics.
Read them.
Watch independent movies.
Kiss me on the lips. Bye.
What?